Hello there. I'm just sorting out me new stand for my camera. This thing here. Thought I'd better show you. It's alright, isn't it? What it is, I found it. I found it down the bins. Tesco bins again. Come to the rescue. Where I found me, my old drill press. All it wasn't that piece, it was just this piece here. It's just that piece there, and it had like a doll's head on top, and what it is one of the things the kids use, like when they do makeup and all these makeup things. So what I've done that, I pulled it out the head, and I put me thing on it for my camera, and he's ideal. I'm screwing on the old bottom of the bench, and that's an ideal thing for doing me filming. So I'm well chuffed finding that one. It's just the right size, right height and everything, But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on with introduction to this one. I'm going to have to, next couple of videos, I'm going to have to cut the introduction down a bit, because the yap and all that, I won't be saying too much on the next two, because I think the next one's over an hour, and the one after that, it's a chitty bang bang. And that one, so far, without me doing all my rambling on at the beginning, is up to nearly an hour and a half. So I might not bother putting any yap on that one at all, because it's going to go on too long. It's going to bore you lot to tears. But anyway, let's get on with this week's video. Thanks again everybody all the new subscribers and that. Welcome to you all. And a special thank you Mr. Tony Hughes for sending me some cars and that. He sent me a few models. I've got more here, Tony. So I'm going to be able to go through them and sort out. Well, I said there's a nice one here, a Rolls Royce, which I've got to get a boot for it, but I'm going to do a few of they. As usual, I'm going to mention a few people that's given nice comments. Robert Sterling, AD UK, William Witters Jr., Barry Shaxson, Chris Smith again, Mark Beckett, Keith Fortin, Alan Harvey, Andrew Field, Diecast Rescue, Keith Edmund, Diecast Rescue. He's going through all the old aeroplane stuff lately. You want to watch him? Keith Edmonds, Graham Mummery, Steve Cook, Tommy Flynat, and Omar Eduardo Oliveira. Anyway, Tony Dolan. He says, yeah, best part of the day. Hope you're well. I'm testing out the rattle spray cans, and they're the best, easiest to use. Need to get the decals sorted and the best program to make them. He wants some advice. He's using an Apple iPad. Well, I did reply to him. I can't sort of do it on anything to do with printing. I can't do it on an iPad. It's not the same. You got to have it on the computer really, because you can see what you're doing a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get the measurements right, and you can't do it on an iPad really. I don't think you can. I've never gone into that. Albert Watson, Bob, as you use spray cans, have you thought of the spray can handle with a trigger? Yes. Albert, is that what you're on about? Goes on top of the can. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? I've had one for ages, but it's alright if you're doing long spray jobs and your finger gets a bit sore, doesn't it, after a while, pushing down all that all the time. They're only a couple of quid down Traeger Mills, I know. But they're alright if you're doing long spray jobs. But I mean, when I'm doing spraying here, it's only like 2 or 3 minutes like that, innit? And you don't get your fingers aching so much then. £2, under £2 each or something. Oh, you get some cheaper than me then. And some sellers sell them as a pack of 2 for £2. Oh, didn't know that, mate. Good work. The wife Jo and I love watching the channel. Well, thanks to you and your Mrs. Albert. You and Joe, thanks very much. Marty Clack. By the way, Bob, that back area and centre wheel is just. Oh, he's on about the last video, the patrol car, the Spectrum patrol car. What I just done. He says here that the back centre wheel is a sparker, and it makes sparks in the back tank. He had one when he was young. I don't think it was a Dinky one, mate, that done it. Maybe one you had, not been like a plastic kids one or something. You know, some of they used to have sparky things in the back, but not the Dinky one didn't. It's just making a whirring noise. You push it down when you go along, it makes a whirring noise. That's all it ever did. You can look on Wikipedia if you don't believe me. I'm not pulling your plonker. Yeah, some of them might have done it, you know, like kids' toys back in the day, but not the Dinky version, didn't. Jeff Baker, Bob, great restoration on the Dinky patrol car. He likes the red colour, and he's glad I got with Martin Dare on the colour, like, you know, both sharing information. Well, yeah, you've got to help each other out. You know, he asks me things, I, you know, helps him out, he helps me out. We all help each other if we can. That's what I call teamwork. Sharing ideas is what the hobby's all about. You and Martin are tops for this. It keeps the restoration hobby fun. Take care, my friend. Greetings from Eastern Shore, Marianne. Well, thanks, Jeff. You know, I'm glad you noticed. You know, we all do try to work together here. None of us are trying to outdo each other. It's just what we like to do. You know, like to restore things and just like to show you lot the outcomes, really, and share our knowledge, what knowledge we might have, what we've picked up by making mistakes ourselves. Jerry Bailey, lovely couple of Bedford vans. Nice to see how you print the decals out as well. My dad's uncle had a blue Bedford van, and I remember him picking me up from hospital with my mum. No seatbelts back in the day, so when he put the brakes on, I slid off the seat. Yeah, I remember things like that happening to me when me and my dad, he used to take us all down bloody Dawlish Warren. He had no works van where he used to work at a Bedford thing. And we used to sit in the back on them bench seats and slide about everywhere when we used to go copping down Dawlish weekends. John Davey, hi Bob. Sometimes a hot air gun or hair dryer. I don't think you have an hair dryer. Yeah, you're right, I don't. Can help remove stubborn decals. Well, I thought they were stickers. That's why I tried to get them off on that video, but they weren't. That's my eyes. I thought they were actually stickers. I didn't realise they were decals. I mean, decals would come off with the caustic soda anyway, with the paint. So I'm not worried about, you know, you can't really save decals anyway. But if they were stickers, I would have tried to save them. But I did find out they were actual decals, and then afterwards I just chucked it in the old caustic. Didn't worry about it. The Fokker 03. Taffler mentioned, Bob, love the Dinky 103. By the way, you use whatever paints you want. Thumbs up, mate. Because last time he said I use his paints. He said the iCoat paints is for like engine parts and stuff like that. He's just having a laugh, mate. I know you was messing me around. I do use whatever paint I want. I know. I don't care as long as it comes out right. Well done, Bob. Nice to see your lovely face, Brian. Brian in Thailand. Man 01. Great job, Bob. Right. Let's make this quick as I can because this video is not too short now with this one coming up. Sydney Green, that model looks like a crossbreed between a boat, a plane and a Mazda RX 500. Do look a funny looking car, innit, the old Spectrum patrol car. Scale Street Garage, another top notch by Dr. Rattlecan. Oh, another nickname now, Dr. Rattlecan. Great work as always, Bob. Thanks mate. Alan Sanson, well done, Bob. I must admit I've never seen that model before. You're always spot on with the colours you choose. Over the years, do you know how many cars you have refurbished, or have you lost count? Well, yeah. The second one, I've lost count. I don't know. Loads of them. Steam Locomotive, never tired of you, sir. Pleasant voice and very polite. Where does one find parts for Dinky and Corgi? Well, if you look in the description on, I don't think I got it in the description in the last couple of videos, but if you look on some of my earlier videos, in the description on the bottom, you'll see the website, modelsupplies.com or whatever it is. Steve Flowers. Just look on Google. There's loads of places, but the main one over here is Steve Flowers. I mean, Dinky Club is all right for the odd few things, but every time I click on anything else there's nothing. They ain't got it. It's out of stock. It's a waste of time. I don't even know why they got a website, because for what they got available is a waste of time. Peregrine Fortescue Smythe. Enjoyed that great colour match. Proper job. Great restorations, Bob. Enjoyed the video. You seem to have more hair on your chin than your head. Looking forward to your next instalment. Yeah, I have to date that. I am ashamed now. Yeah, he was on about the music. He was on about the music, wasn't he? About too loud or something. Well, I like the music. I like to listen to it. Mike Thatcher. Yet another brilliant resto, Bob. Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully you won't have to buy Alfred's paint at $7.95 a can. No, I didn't enjoy doing that. I could have got like bloody what, 2.5, or even could have got 8 cans down Pound Shop for that money, because they sell them for £1 a can down there, the old Pound Shop paint. But I wanted that particular colour, so I had to, needs to be, got to pay it, haven't you? David Canetti, he's on about the old Thames Caravan I did quite a way back now. Brilliant paint job, looks a lot better than the original colour. Great innovation with the wire clip. Oh, the old cable ties, what I heard. They're not cable ties, the cable clips, what you bang in the wall like the old cables, the white ones. Because I made a couple of they into a little table because there was no table inside it. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Dave. Paul Power, Biscuit Man. Not seen one of these before. Nice job. More so with the decals I made. The 3M tape finished the sticking of them to the body nicely. Really enjoyed the clip. And again, tea and biscuits here. Great work all round. What a bargain purchase it was. I only paid £2 for it. The Biscuit Man. The Biscuit Man. I've nicknamed him that. He's always on about his tea and biscuits. Oh, Jerry Bailey again. That is an awesome restoration, Bob. Thought the Spectrum Patrol car was lime green. Haha, he says. I'm just kidding, Bob. Thanks for the mention about your Mark 10. Oh, about your Mark 10 Jag, by the way, and the bulldozer. Don't worry, I wasn't criticising your paint finish. That was perfect. I was just saying I'd like to have seen the Jag in the other blue, what I've done the bulldozer. Yeah, I know, mate. I know you weren't, I know you weren't serious or anything. I didn't take it serious. Yeah, I could have done it in that metallic blue, but well, it came out alright anyway. Ian Bradney, well done on this one, Bob. Great result. Like the idea with the 3M double-sided tape. Must try that. Seems to save a lot of time instead of water decals. Yeah, it does sometimes. Depends what the model needs, really. I mean, sometimes you can use stickers, sometimes you've got to use decals. But all the best, Ian, from Ian and the family. Thanks a lot, mate. Classic boat Mike, off-grid experiments. I'm not positive, but I think a bit of flint is intended to rub against the fire oil. He's on about the back of this car again that makes sparks. No, it doesn't. The Dinky one doesn't do that. He just says perhaps, he's not sure. I'm sorry, mate, but no, it doesn't. The Dinky one just made a whining noise. That's all it done. Tony Hughes, the guy who sent me the latest box of models. Another great job, Bob. You're getting pretty good at this, mate. Thanks a lot, Tony. We'll soon see when I do your roller you sent me. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to do a few little odd jobs here now to keep me occupied. Stuff that I'm not filming, just old bits and pieces I've got to sort out. Like, my new camera holder, what I found. A few little finishing touches and stuff, and then that's it. So until the next time, it's bye-bye from me. Okay, everybody. Sorry about this, but I thought I'd better start filming before I get too carried away here. I've got this Superior Cadillac ambulance. I think it's a number 267. It's quite a large Dinky. We got to thank Ian Hulley for sending this one through. Now, he said the light was working previously. Well, I've actually had this apart because it wasn't working when he sent it, and I've actually took it all apart now. I forgot to do the turntable shot. Sorry about that, but I got a bit carried away taking this thing apart, and it's quite simple to take apart. I'll show you the reassembly. That'll be the best part, and then you'll be able to see how it came apart like that. But I have left a few parts on here, like this spotlight. I mean, that is riveted. So I thought, well, I can always mask that up when I spray this. I'm not really bothered about that. And the actual grille on the front, that's riveted. I'm not worried about that because I'll probably chrome that up with me Molotov, and even the back bumper. That's got a rivet in it as well. So I'm going to leave all that on there. I'm not going to go messing around taking all that off. There's no need for it really. Less is better, you know. I've took the wheels out. They just pop out of the actual, out of there, that. So they come out pretty easy. They can be polished up. And I've also took the front lights out, because they're going to be all cleaned up, brushed and that, and repainted. And he has actually sent me a door for this one, and I have put a bit of white undercoat on it, because it's a Repro door, and I've got the bracket, and it needs a bit of glass, so I'm going to have to make a piece of glass for it. But this piece of glass here is, I've took the stickers off of it. It's actually stuck. I don't know who stuck it there, but it's actually been stuck to the actual bottom part of this. So I've had to sand a bit of that away, because there was quite a few scratches there. I'm going to polish this up. I've took the stickers off the sides, because they were a bit mank. I managed to get this bulb out. It was clear, but I took a tip from another subscriber, and he said the best way to do it is with a permanent marker, a Sharpie pen, and you just go over it with that. So that's what I've done with that, and that's dried pretty good. So when I'm going to put another coat of that, you know, with the marker on it before we actually finish with it, and I'm going to give it a light spray of lacquer. When it's just dried, I'm going to spray it lightly with lacquer. But I managed to get all this out, and I have cleaned this up and got this thing. I've cleaned the actual bulb piece down inside, put a new little spike in there, like a little rivet thing in there, that to hold that flatter, because it wouldn't, when the wheels was turning, it wouldn't work in the battery. So now I'll show you now. I have actually got this working. So when this goes in the back of the bottom of the actual car, when the rocker hits that, you watch the light. Now if I hold it like that, see? And that's what makes the light work. The rocker goes around, pushes that up like that, and the light works, see? So I've got it all working, so there's no problems with that. But I'll leave the battery out, because we don't want to waste the battery. So now all it's a case of doing now, I'm going to get my old Dremel polishing on this one, get this all cleaned up, and in the meantime we'll strip this one and the base plate. It's a Superior Rescuer apparently, on a Cadillac chassis. It's quite a large model actually. So I'm going to use me tin for this one, my bread baking tin. I won't be able to put this one in the hot dog jar, because it's a bit too long for that. So this one's going in the old baking tin, and we'll get the old caustic soda on it. So that's the next job. Right, the kettle's boiling, and I've had to resort to using me bread baking tin for this one, because he's quite a long model. This one, it's quite big. So I got to go back to the old baking tin method on this one. It takes quite a bit of water, that. But anyway, I can turn it upside down. The top's not covered, but I can soon turn it up the other way. Got a bit on the top anyway, but let that chew away, sizzle, whatever you want to call it. Let's get that excess off of there, because that should be enough actually for that. Let that one sizzle away. I'll stick a bit on the top. And when you do this, folks, if you do it with the caustic, try not to breathe in the fumes that come off of it, because it'll choke you. It's not very pleasant. It gets right back your bloody throat. It's horrible stuff. I mean, you should wear a mask really, but as I've always said, you should always wear a mask and gloves for this sort of stuff. Don't copy the way I do it. I know Martin Dare does. just as daft as I am. But at least he puts his with his where his spray booth is, and it sucks all the fumes away. But I am got a spray booth that'll do that, man. Mine's not as powerful as the one he got. It's good enough for spraying a bit of paint, but I've noticed that when he's doing it on his, the actual fumes, they just disappear just like that. Mine don't suck as well as that. But anyway, like I said, don't copy it the way I do it. I mean, it's good stuff to use. I mean, look at that. Look how easy it's coming off the top of that roof like them being under the water or nothing. So the bottom must be pretty clear. Oh, saying that, I'll stick it on this side. It's quite a big model, this one. It's a mammoth of a model. I didn't know they'd done a model as big as this for Dinky. Yeah, it only needed a scrub. That's coming off now. Look. I'll just do it like that. Yeah, it's all wiping off easy, look. No worries. So anyway, I should get on and finish the rest of this. Next time you see it, I know I've said it loads of times before, it'll be all nice and shiny, because I'm gonna give it a good scrubbing with the Dremel, with the brush, the wire brush treatment. You don't want to see all that, because it's going to take quite a while to do all that. So I'll get on with that off the camera, and then to save all this nattering, you don't hear me talking a load of dribble, I shall stop it here and see you in a second. Right, okay guys, I've got it done at last. God, what a lot of bloody brushing that was. Took me about an hour to do this. I mean, it was clean when it came out the caustic, but you know, there's so many little nicks. There's even a little bit there now I can see paint. This is painful. There's a little tiny bit of paint there, but you know, it came out pretty clean out the caustic, and I've been over it with the old wire brush and got every little bit out that I can see. And also there was on the back of there was a casting mark, and this is a complete wing. So what I've done, I've got the old Dremel with a little circular emery paper bit on it, and I've gone over that and managed to sand it out, so when that's sprayed it looked like one complete piece. It won't have the casting mark. I thought it's quite a big model, so I want as many details in it as I can really. And I've gone over the actual bonnet with a sanding disc as well. Not like a hard sanding disc, it's like emery paper. It's like a little, you can make them actually. I know they sell them, but all it is a bit of emery paper with a little low in the middle, what you put on the actual auger, what goes into the Dremel. You can make them quite easily. Just draw a circle, make a hole in the middle, screw it on, done. So I've been, you know, getting rid of the old marks here and there for that. I've got the door already undercoated. There's the base, that's got to be done on matte black. These bits here, I said to you I wasn't going to take them out, like, because they're riveted in, and even the actual front. Well, for a bit of authenticity, you know, originality, I'm going to mask all this off. I have polished this up a bit more than the rest of it, and I'm going to mask these pieces off, and that, and there's a bit on the back that's got to be masked off as well. So I'm going to mask all them pieces off, and then I'm going to give it the old spray. But as you know, on the bottom half of this, it's meant to be red, so I'm going to have to mask all the top off as well afterwards, and leave the actual masking tape on that as well. But yeah, we'll get there. As you know, I've got the light working. I've managed to treat the windscreen with the I'll show you if I get it out of the actual thing. I didn't dip it like normally, because you can't dip it because it's got all the electrical fittings in it. And well, I could have done if it wasn't stuck to the actual, you know, interior. But you know, when it came to me, it's actually stuck to the interior. So the only way to get this off is to cut it off, and then you'll break it all together. But I've cleaned all the crap off the side of it, and what I've done, I got a brush and I really painted on the actual stuff, you know, to let it dry. That there, I can't get rid of that. I don't know, it's like a cloudiness in the actual glass, but I can't get rid of it. I've tried everything. I've been polishing it. It's just going to have to do as it is, like, you know, because it won't come out for some reason. But yeah, there's the old electrical part, so that's all going to have to be left as it is. All I've got to do now is get this undercoated, and I'm going to have to make a piece of glass for the back door, but I can't get it that colour, so I might just leave it clear for now until what time something might come along I can get it done the you know, correct colour. But anyway, let's get on and undercoat all this, get all this ready. I'll leave that there for now because that's all finished with ready. I'm not going to bother with any decals on that, not for a minute. I can always do it in the future. I just want to get this thing looking, you know, pretty good again, pretty new again, and get that door fixed on the back. So anyway, let's get on and spray this up. Okay guys, I'm not using the spray booth today. It's a nice day. It's not, well, it's a bit windy, not too bad, but I thought I'd just do my normal doorway spraying today. I've done the white undercoat, so now we're going to tack it with the old gloss. Get the inside of nice going over, and then we'll, as you can see, I've all masked it all up to the I don't want me silver getting sprayed up. Cool, this is so awkward not knowing where you sprayed. I should have sprayed it grey, I think. Then I'll know where I've sprayed. Yeah, right. I'm not that stupid. So anyway, we'll let that dry. And then I'll get the base plate done. As you can see, it's already had one coat of the matte. So we'll quickly give it another one just to be on the safe side. Because I want this as a matte finish on this one like it originally was. I think that should do it. Not looking too bad. Let that dry, and then we'll be fiddling around with some other bits. Okay, for the back window, what I'm going to do is cut a piece of this out. It's an old top of a spray can, and it's an ideal thickness to make a piece of glass for the back window for that ambulance. Now I bought a piece of that glass for a full, I think it was 437, the Corgi version, and I was quite disappointed when it came, and it was all it was just a flat piece of plastic, cheap shit plastic, and it wasn't even shaped. It was just a flat, crappy piece of plastic with a couple of holes in it, and you had to trim it and all sorts and that. Well, I thought, well, I ain't getting caught like that again. So what I'm going to do is, if I can cut a piece out of this, I should be laughing. I want to cut along. I'll use my scissors for this actually. I need a flat edge. I'll cut halfway. Now all I need is that bit there, is to put it on the back of the actual. If I sound that down a bit, that edge, because it's a bit. See, this will polish up. I mean, I only got to dip it in the old pledge as well. I thought, why waste money, like bloody £2 or whatever it is, buying a bit of stupid plastic like that, you know, because that's all it is, a stupid piece of plastic, and they want bloody £2 for it, and you can actually make it yourself. So I'm gonna get me door in a minute, my back door, and I'm gonna measure up and draw around what I need to cut out on the door. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, get my little marker pen, get the door, and it's gotta go something like that. So if I hold it something like that, this is the awkward bit, because I want the actual pins on the bottom to be holding the thing, like holding the glass, if you know what I mean. So if we go up to there, up to that bit, and I want to go that across there, so I'll do that in a minute, and I'll go down that bit. And I want a little bit cut out of there. I want a hole there and a little bit cut out of there. So that's near enough. That's near enough what we want. Draw it a bit better on there, so you can see what I'm doing. A hole there like that. And that bit like that. There. That's how we want it. So all I've got to do is cut this piece out, and I should be able to make a bit of glass out of that, because that should just push over down onto the actual things. I've got to spray this again anyway. That'll push down onto the actual things like that, and we should have a nice bit of glass. So I'll cut this out in a minute. There's one bit. Try to keep it in shot, folks. Sorry about that. There. Now I'll have to do the next bit off camera, mate. It's like I'm talking to one of you. I thought I had somebody stood next to me then. I have to do the next bit off camera, because I've got to get my little drill and that, and I'm going to try and drill this out. It'll be easier to do that off camera, and then I'll bring it back, and we'll see how well it fits. Right then, this needs another coat of paint anyway. I've cut it out, and I've actually had the lighter on it, and I've slightly bent it, if you see. And I've cut the little grooves out and got them to fit. So then you just put it in like that. I mean, that top bit there, you can put a bit of that 5-second fix along there, and that'll seal that. You won't even see it. So you put that piece on, and then see how our hinge should fit. The hinge goes outside of it like that. That gets glued onto there, and that holds the glass on like that. And you're supposed to have a cover over this, but That's another thing I'm going to try and see if I can make. But that's how it goes anyway. That's how it's meant to. That's how it's meant to look. I'm just wondering whether I should tint this blue, because the actual glass is a type of blue. Whether I should do that, you know, to get it to match a bit better, maybe. But anyway, this will work better when I glue this on and glue the hinge on. That'll be alright. It's a bit loose at the moment because the hinge is not right pressed down, glued down properly. But like I said, well, there's a gap there, I'll put a bit of 5-second fix along there like that, and I'll close that off. But I mean, that'll be that's better than paying £2. You'd have the same problems if you bought one. So it would cost you, you know, you'd have to pay £2 just for a stupid little bit of plastic. It wouldn't fit no different than what this would, because it's only a flat piece of plastic they sell you, and you still have to put it under the lighter to bend it. So you might as well bloody make one yourself out of some clear plastic, ain't you? Darn sight cheaper. And there you go. That'll do for that. Alright, I'm going to just dip this now. This is my little solution that I made. And all it is printer ink. Ordinary water-based printer ink and Pledge. And I use it usually for, I've got some clear Batmobile screens and I use it for bluing them up. And it does a pretty good job actually. Or if you need to do anything that's got a blue tint to it, the screen, this seems to do the trick pretty good. So I'll get that to get a bit off. Get it to dissipate, as they say. Get all the drips off, and we should be okay. I mean, once it dries, it should be alright. It's just a bit runny at the moment. But there you go, that's what you got to do. I'll get it to run down that way, then that's the bit you're not going to see. That'll drip off of there. So anyway, well, this is sorting itself out. I'll get on. I've sprayed the car white, as you saw. I've got to mask the bottom half now, or mask the top half, so we can put the red on. Okay, I've got the glass done. I've put the hinge on. This has got to be lacquered, but I've noticed that stuff didn't take very good to that plastic I put it on. It works on windscreens, on like model stuff, but it didn't really take very well to the top that I used from that spray can. Still, never mind. As you see, I've got the old, all glued there. That's all glued on. I've got to get a cover for that. I think Flowers do covers for these, so that'll be a future project for me. I can still get the car finished. I've actually glued along the top of there with that 5-second fix, so that sealed the windscreen. And well, there you go. It doesn't look too bad. There's a bit of a flex there, but that'll probably be covered up when I put the cover on. When I eventually get it, I have ordered it. It'll be a couple of weeks, I should think, before I get it. But there you go, that's the back door. And I've recently, just this minute, I've just masked all this up so we can do the red on the bottom. So we'll get that done, and then we'll unpeel it and see what it turns out like. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll bother setting all the camera up just to spray that little bit. It's only a quick flash of red on both bottom, both halves, isn't it? So I'll bring it back when I sprayed it and we'll unpeel it and see how we've got on. Right. We're going to have a go now. I've sprayed this. I'm going to have a go now at taking off all of this rubbish here and see what we've ended up with. Let's hope it's going to come off easily. Take off the old blue stuff first. This should come off pretty easy, this blue stuff. See, this is what I told Dave from Nick. I mean, what's on about Dave? Nick from Jersey. Get a pair of tweezers, and you'll find it a lot easier to take off the tape. If you can't get your fingers under it, just get a pair of tweezers just to get a start, and then just, well, that don't look right. That looks a bit dodgy. So if I ain't gone any further than that, else I will be a bit upset. This is very awkward to do this in front of the bloody camera, but you lot wants to see the outcome. Oh bugger, this is awkward as hell. Get that bit off there. I don't know if anybody can see this. There's a right old mess underneath here. Menagerie it is under there. Look at that. Tweezers needed. There it comes. It's coming off. There we go. Let's get that bit out as well. Right, so if I put it on there now. These bits should come off pretty easy. Right, I've got the blue crap off. Right, this is the moment of truth, guys. This is what we want to be perfect now. Is it going to be perfect or not? Who knows? I'm half afraid to take this off, actually, because I've got visions of it being totally naff. Oh, it's leaving a bit of a mark on there. I don't like the look of that. Hopefully the lacquer will cover that up. Well, the line's alright, but there's a bit of a mark on my paint. I don't know why that's gone pitty along there. Well, hopefully the lacquer is going to sort that bit out, folks. hopefully. Let's peel this off. This side's a bit better. Well, there it is. Oh, just bang the camera again. Why don't you? I've not took the rest of it off yet because I've got to lacquer it, and I don't want the lacquer really to go on the metal. That's a lot better that side. That bit there is masked, so that'll be white, or that'll be the actual grill, so you won't see that red. It's only red where I wanted it to be. So I'm going to let this dry for a sec, and then I'm going to hopefully get some very fine marks in there. I don't know if you can see them. I'm hoping the lacquer's going to take care of that, because sometimes when you lacquer it, it does get rid of all the little marks. But anyway, there isn't a lot I can do about that in the moment, so it's going to have to be alright. So anyway, I'll get that lacquered, and then we'll come back, and it's going to be, well, reassembly really. Not much else it can be. I've done the wheels. I've got the base plate done, as you can see. I put the wheels back on there. They was quite easy. All that was is you just put the wheel axle along there and then just bend that up. I just used these here, bent it up and pushed the axle underneath. Same with the back one. Nothing technical about that. You'll see when you do one how easy it is. But yeah, that's all we can do for now. So next bit, reassembly. Right, folks, let's sort my mic out here a minute. As you can see, I've took the tape off now, off the old top bits there. I've chromed up the door handles. It's all been varnished, or lacquered, whatever you want to call it. Backlights is done as they're meant to be. Tape's been pulled off of here. Ain't come out too bad actually. And as you see, there's the original metal polished up. So all we've got to do now with this thing is put it back together really. And as you notice, I put a cloth down that. Don't upset you people. Now these bits here, the front pieces that go at the top of the thing here, they go in at a slight angle. I've got to remember which way they went in now. I think it's because there's a little ridge inside there. I'm pretty sure that's the right way. What's it look like on there? Or is it that way? I'm not sure which way these go round now, folks. Ah, hang on. Yeah, I think they go in something like an angle, because you gotta, there's like a little, if you look at that, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a little bump on the end of the actual thing there, so you gotta put it down like that, and then you gotta push it so it clips in behind. There's like a bit of metal there, like, see, it clips onto that, pushes against that, and that's what holds them in there. So you've got to be careful putting it in, because you don't want to scratch your paint. So I'm going to just try now and so I get the first one in without scratching my paint. If I use the rubber on the screwdriver, it's going in, but I don't want it to scratch that paint. I wonder if I do it that way. No, me folks, I'm going to totally balls us up. Knowing me. Yeah, he's going in there. It's a bit more harder because it's all new paint, you see, and that's what's making it hard to go in. It is actually dragging the paint there, but that will be covered up once I get it in there. I need a thinner piece of rubber actually to push this in. I'm trying to push it in there, but I can't get me I wonder if I can do it with that flat of that. The flat of that. There it is, it's in there. See, that's the trouble, right? It's going to pinch your paint. But like I said, that ain't going to be seen under there, so could quite actually I could try and push that down somehow with something. You're seeing everything go wrong again now, folks. This is another video that things are going wrong. Oh, that ain't too bad. I could dig that off actually. You get a little very fine blade if you're as fussy as me. You just cut down through there like that. And just cut that excess off. But anyway, that's how it goes. That's how it goes on there, like that. But like I say, you can't really do much about that. It is new paint. The paint ain't so hard as it should be yet. But anyway, I'll put the rest of these on in a minute. The back ones, they go in the same way, but there's like a, if you look at that, I don't know if you can see it on there, there's a little bung on one side. Well, that goes poking this side, if you know what I mean. It goes facing the middle. If it goes in there, like, it goes facing the inwards like that, and that goes in the same way. They just drop in because they're held in. Actually, they're held in by the actual mirror, the actual glass. When you put the glass in, see, they just drop in like that, and they're held in with the actual glass. But I'm going to put a little dab of glue on there just to stop they falling or moving around, if you know what I mean, while I'm putting other stuff in. So all I'm going to use is a little bit of this stuff here, little dab of 5-second fix, just to hold it there. See, because they're going to fall out everywhere else. Just to tack it there while I mess around with all the rest of the stuff, because they're moving around like, and they're bloody annoying me now. Yeah, drop them in like that. So we'll put a little dab. Dab there. And a little dab there. And then we'll get the old torch on it. And that'll load them. And then this bit here, I might as well put a little dab on that one as well. Just to stop him moving up and down. once he's in there. Good stuff, this 5-second fix. It's alright if it can see daylight, it'll set. But if you've got two solid pieces that you want to stick together, it's crap. Because it can't see the daylight, the actual glue. It's got to actually see daylight to set hard. That's why it needs a light to shine on it to set it. That's the only trouble with it. If it isn't seeing daylight, it won't set. Right, I'm going to do this other one off camera a minute because it's easier for me because I'm not stooping over everything. And then I'll come back and we'll put the back door on and do the rest of it. Okay folks, actually that was pretty easy. It went in a lot easier than the other one. But anyway, we've got our lights in. Right. Turn upside down then. I'll put the door on. And he goes in like that. He hitches up there. I'm going to have to hold my finger on the back of this because it is a bit of an awkward little bugger to put together. Else. These doors never fit right. I mean, look how crap that is. Like, it's not a very good. It's not a very good fit, really. It's supposed to be bent over a lot more. I'm going to try and bend it. I did have this fitting properly before I started putting glass on it and everything, and it was fitting nicely. It's very flimsy, this door. It's quite easily molded actually. It's not very strong. Right, put the old cap in. This here should hold all that back together properly. Make sure it bulbs through the top. And then we put our bottom on. It slots in down there, if you can see. There's a couple of little slots. But it's so damn awkward to get in there. Doors move now, that. Ah, Christ's sake. Come on. Don't play up now. This is meant to be the easy bit. Epoxy door. That's it. Get in there. Right. Hold that with my finger. Push that. Some bits underneath. For some reason it's catching on that bloody door. Like, what in the world? What have you got to do? Ah dear. Always something. Come out. You wanted to come out anyway, didn't you? Well, this is meant to be the easy bit, folks, but it's one of them days again where it wants to piss around with me. Oh, see, why didn't this was all made to fit before I actually sprayed this up, so I don't know what the hell's going on with it now. Right, I've locked it into place here now. I'm gonna have to try and bang it out afterwards. Put that in there. Right, now. That is meant to go up underneath, and it has this time. I think we got it, folks. Epoxy thing. Screw. Get in. No, the screw don't want to go in. Well, will, because I'll make the bloody thing go in there. Somehow. Get in. Here we go. We're on the home run. Don't worry. I won't slip and scratch the paint. But that's what you was all thinking I'd do. Right, we got it. We got the door. Well, somewhat. It is a bloody Repro door after all. It's got to be expected, I suppose. None of these Repro doors are any good. They're all shit. Because they're never the same. I mean, they're not made the same. You just got to piss around with them until you get them right, you know. That's all you can do with them. Just keep messing around with it until you get it to fit properly. Most probably it'll fall off in a minute. No, my luck. But like I said, I did have it fitting. It was fitting perfectly before I actually painted this thing. So I don't know what's going wrong with it. Why it's pissing me about now. What it's going to have to do. Anyway, let's put our I've got to do some transfers for here. So before we look at the final shot on the turntable, I'll get them done. Definitely not happy with this bloody door at the back. It's crap. Anyway, let's put our battery in. See if it does anything with the battery. There it is. Well, I'll switch the light out. Let's try it out. And there we go. Switch the other light out. If you can see that, I don't know. But that's working. Not bad at all. So anyway, all I've got to do is get the old transfers done, ambulance on the front, and then we'll take a final look at it on the turntable. Okay folks, there she is. All finished. Well, finished as far as I can go for now anyway. I've got the ambulance stickers printed off. There's the light shining away. Back door as well as best as I can get it, I'm afraid. It is a bit of a bodge, the back door, but as I said, these Repro parts are crap. You can't really get them to fit perfectly every time. But you know, I mean, it's 100% better than what it was. At least I've got the light working again. I've got to do the panel on the inside of the back door. I'm waiting for that to come, but I will show you in one of my yap videos. You know, at the beginning of one of my other videos, when I've done that, and I'll show you how that come out. But anyway, up to now, quite happy really with how it come out. It's a lot better, as I said. And well, if you've enjoyed watching this video, you know where I am. Tune in again soon for another one, and don't forget to tell all your mates and that, and you know, get them all to subscribe and share the video, whatever, you know. Come and watch another one next time. But for now, it's bye bye from me.